Good morning. Good morning. I got for my Madden game. Yeah.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Huh?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
To the air, 3rd and long. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Saints will get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 32. pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Throwing from the gun. Into the hands of Olave. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Third and just 2 to go. Walker running to the right. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Man in motion out of the slot. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brandon Jones up for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking for a throw here. He puts everything behind this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He lofts it deep left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
The play is so tired.
Ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Second and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rookie, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing off the play fake here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running it after the penalty. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nothing on 1st and 5. That brings up 2nd down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 21. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to the air here. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Mevis able to knock it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them? Give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They go play action on 1st. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he gets them down to the 42. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that That should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That was hot. I was trying to sleep. I was hot.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Still has some space inside the 35. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch.
What a freaking lock.
And the Saints are going to have some work to do as they take over.
Oh, I'm tired.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Simple dive up the middle. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Walker on 1st down. This is ahead for about 5. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Pass play coming here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Motion man sent left. Shotgun now on third down. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Saints get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not taking anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits, because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
There's a handoff up the gut. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. Left side into the hands of McBride. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 17. Finds his fullback. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Saints pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. All set up now for 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Mevis ready to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
At the moment.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. From midfield now. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. He has room past the 25. Keeps it moving. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
No.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language
I
of the running
don't
back
do
because it'd be
adjustments
very
like that.
easy for him to raise his hands up,
I
look to
wouldn't
the
even know.
sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
Oh,
Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down. Motioning the tight end left. Second and 13. This is complete to Olave. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Back to throw now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. They're going play action. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They send the tight end in motion. On first down, they'll run. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets 3 on the run, and now a couple of options for him on 4th down. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 4th down. They get the first after a gain of 27.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back to the well again. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This from just 23 yards away. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running with Walker again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 3 on that game. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying the left side with Charbonnet. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Now an inside give to Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Dropping back to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up fourth down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Whoa.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing now, off play action. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Shaheed now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here for Miller. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who
tripped
just
over
keeps
one,
those legs
trucked two
turning
people.
like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
They don't hold him.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Saints push the lead to 2 scores now. Mevis ready to send this one away. Gray now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Winged out. Blitz the AI.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Doesn't fail.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's on the move. And this one does not go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. Warner with the grab. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Jordan.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. This is complete to Duvernay. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that making the ball loose.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw, needing a first. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They are throwing it again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Into the hands of Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. It's a Seattle touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to just 2.
Let's try onside kick. Let's try onside kick just because.
Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate,
He's
time and
better than
again,
me. I would never
hard
use
to recover these
an
onside
onside kick.
kicks.
Try
When
to
you got
catch
an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, to try to catch it? I would never.
New set of downs
No,
for him from the
I
46.
kicked it and he went to catch it and caught it. It was good.
They'll run here on first down. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I wouldn't have to hurry. I feel like the game would just glitch and I'll press triangle and the player just keep running or some shit like that. Like, that's how I feel like that.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Saints lead by only 2. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Good shit.
He's going to throw this one. McBride hauls it in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end.
He dropped like 3-4 passes.
A guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
That right, that's making me sad because
the drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Room inside the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up by 8
he ran
at the
through
end.
a wide open hole.
Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints push the lead to 2 scores now. Mevis ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Buys time, rolling right. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often
I guess since watching the last game, he's just basically played underneath coverage all game.
2nd and 10 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
I've noticed it, but it's haven't made
midfield before going out. It's a gain of 22. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
21-30.
Nice to see that connection, that
Yeah,
chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Basically over. I'm over it.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pass complete to Duvernay. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. Throwing from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Got it. Ugh. Got it.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. And just a week after being south.